should be able to hear me just fine. Hopefully there's no background noise, no interruption. Since the last time I used these earbuds or earbuds or whatever the fuck they call earbuds, I've had gotten used to them, so you should be able to hear me just fine. I hope you hear me just fine. I really don't have any indication. I just know that it should be better now. But yeah. The thing is that in this grieving process, I think at this point I'm grieving way like it has. I have delved into a whole different level, a whole different level. Because well, not every single thing, but most things that I have grown to understand about myself and know about myself, a lot of that shit now has to be revamped. And that's from the breakup to the death to because I cannot, well, I don't think that I'm able to rediscover myself, right? I think I need a whole total remake, because the ways that I used to be and the ways that used to work for me, or so I thought was working for me, no longer works for me, because I am not that person anymore. I have since grown from life experiences and even a death. And so I now have to implement different self-regulating actions, behaviors, thought processes, and just really come to terms with another version of myself is being reborn during this very time. And I've loved all versions of myself, but it is a little sad to see pieces of yourself go, because it's what you put some work in and you've worked on for years, almost like any other relationship that comes to an end, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship. It's like it's difficult to come to terms with the separation of it, because you've put in some time, effort, energy, and other resources into tailoring it and evolving it and making it suitable for you, comfortable for you, making it work for you. And I think I'm a little saddened by that too. But evolution is an absolute fucking must. Your 17-year-old self shouldn't be your 27-year-old self, shouldn't be your 37-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go from point to point. I'm just trying to get you to understand that there has to be necessary changes in our life, because change and evolution, well, change is mandatory. I don't know about evolution. Everyone should want to evolve, but not everyone does. Some people get stuck in a certain time and place. Some people go backwards. You know, or change. You know, and I can't even pop shit about, you know, to the people that went backwards, because that was my split second decision during my thought process before I realized that I needed to change, make some changes yet again, and evolve more. My split second decision was, you know what? I think that I need to go backwards and be who I used to be, because who I used to be got results. You know what I'm saying? There were characteristics about myself that I admired and still do, because it got me results, versus having to be patient and awaiting results. It got me instantaneous results, right? But I've also come to terms with not all instantaneous results are good. You want the results to coincide with what is in your best interest, and sometimes that takes time. But as far as lifestyle, learning to communicate, especially verbally, and articulate better, is a big thing for me, because I never was really much of an arguer. I was much more of a doer. Like, we can exchange some information, but in the line of offense and playing defense, I had figured the results that eventually came about was what was supposed to be, and it worked better. It worked better. It worked in my favor. So, yeah, I'm growing, living, learning. It's an exciting time of my life. I'm thankful for it, even though it doesn't necessarily always feel good. But here I am, starting over again, and it's okay. It's okay. I realize that it's okay. And I stopped beating myself up about it. And I won't beat myself up about it anymore. I'm going to make my peace with it and move accordingly and do what I need to do to make sure that the outcome will always be beneficial to me. And again, sometimes that takes time. I've learned patience. I've learned to make my peace. Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes. Not always. But it is what it is. And in making my peace, I am working on my nervous system, working on my body, working on my temple. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in revamping and it is a beautiful flower. It's unfolding. I'm awaiting my next season or my new season. And that's what it is for the most part. One day at a fucking time. And some days are better than others because making the necessary changes for life's evolution and for your embetterment is way easier said than fucking done. Way easier said than done. Forgive my angle. I have to be cognizant because I am in traffic. But again, it's way easier said than done. And because thought I had my shit right and exact, thought I had it down pat, thought I was good. And not to say that I wasn't, I was, but now shit has to be different because I don't consider myself crazy. Meaning, they say someone is crazy is someone that keeps doing the same things and expecting different results. No, I want different results, and so that means that I have to do things differently. And so I'm working, baby. I'm working. And each day is different. But know in this journey that you get what you give. So when you're giving yourself the time, the energy, the effort, when you're giving yourself those things, know that that's what you're going to get out of it. That's just a fact. That's just the facts. But thank you for being there for me, listening, giving feedback, watching. And not all feedback is public. Some of the feedback is personal. So those who give me personal feedback, I definitely appreciate you. And anyway, but have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm gonna hang out a little bit. Haven't done that in a while. It's necessary for the balance of things. There's a new way that I'll be hanging out now. Everything, most things. I'm going to keep saying everything because there's still some core values that I have about myself that I will not change. There's a lot of things that I need to change and that I will. And that changing in itself takes time. Because you are who you are and were who you were for years and years and years and years. And so to start from the bottom and build yourself back up, it takes time. So I'm going to be patient with myself. I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm going to be loving to myself. I'm going to be informative to myself. I'm going to listen to myself. You know, I am rebuilding and rebranding myself. And I look forward to the results of that. But I'll definitely keep you posted. And I don't know what's going on with my seatbelt, why the shit keeps ending up here. But anyway, yeah. Have a great day, great weekend. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I gotta get my eyebrows done. Later.